What if the truth is that changing your life is one day away? One decision, one meeting, one conversation, one extra phone call, one extra rep in the gym. You start stacking up those one mores. That's the separator in life. We don't get our goals, we get our standards. When you meet somebody who doesn't have self-confidence, it is someone who's perpetually not keeping promises they make to themselves. When you meet somebody with baseline confidence, they keep the promises they make to themselves. When you meet somebody doing superhuman things, they keep the promises and do one more. There's a power to one more. When you start stacking up those one mores, not only have you put more contacts out into the universe, but you start believing I'm doing something most people aren't willing to do. I'm fixing to get something most people aren't going to get. I don't have that natural beauty or that natural talent or this gift for creativity or intellect or humor. I don't have any of those things, but what I got is I will outwork you. When it's 45 on the treadmill, I do 46. When it's supposed to be 20 phone calls, I make 21. We're supposed to be an 8-hour workday. I work 9. Whatever it is, I always do one more. And what that does is it makes me think I'm doing things other people aren't willing to do. So I should get things other people aren't going to get. Understand, it's not about what you were born with. It's not about what you were given, where you started, or even where you're going. It is entirely about what you plant at the center of your soul, how hard you're willing to go after something, how much focus you're willing to put in your life, and how often you come back to that level of intensity for who you want to be. You have to make a decision that nobody in your position will outwork you. Some people run faster, swim better, but mentality is a mentality. You're not going to outwork me, so I'm going to catch up somewhere. If you are not that talented, you can beat them with time. You can get to the spot before they get to the spot. Get your butt up and get there. Every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. So now you got to go out and show them that I'm a different creature. Now, because I'm pissed off for greatness. Because if you ain't pissed off for greatness, that means you're okay with being mediocre. And ain't no man in here okay with just being basic. And I dare you to exhaust yourself. I dare you to leave every single thing on the field. One season. Everything, walk off exhausted. Wins and losses come a dime a dozen. But effort, nobody can judge effort because effort is between you and you. Effort ain't nothing to do with nobody else. I want you to know when you dream your dream, there are other people dreaming the exact same dream. When you said to yourself, this is what I want to accomplish, you're not the only person that wants to accomplish it. And now I ask you this question. What do you do when 1,000 other people want exactly what you want? What do you do when you're not the only one that wants to make $1 million? You're not the only one that wants to be a CEO. What if you're not the only one that wants what you want? What if there are thousands of other people who want what you want? Then you have to outwork them. You got to get up earlier, you got to stay up later, you got to execute, and you've got to go from 70 to 120. How many of you can honestly look yourself in the mirror and say, I am doing my best? Because if you can, you're lying to yourself. Your job right now and how you execute that job is going to create the success habits you need down the road. How you do one thing is how you do everything. If it's making fries, if you ain't making the best fries every time, guess what? You ain't going to make it. If you can't sweep the warehouse floor better than the next guy, you ain't going to make it. Because here's the truth. Losers always talk about how they hate to lose, but they don't do anything about it. But you know what winners do? Winners do whatever it takes. Winners will show up and stay late every day until they're winning. Winners will talk to anybody that can help them, take the lessons to heart, and put them in play. Losers talk about hating to lose. Losers say they hate to lose. Losers talk about how they want to win, while winners do what it takes, and that means beating the next guy. If you aren't working at your job every day, looking at all the others and thinking I'm going to beat the hell out of all of you, then you don't have what it takes. Winners want to be the best. And winners have pride in being dominant amongst their teammates. All men are created equal. Some just work harder. You want to know what it takes to succeed as fast as you want to breathe? It's what goes on when the cameras go off. Hard work, determination, and grit. You will not outwork me. I will get up earlier than you. I will go to sleep later than you. I will put in more hours than you. I will read more than you. I will grow. I will do whatever it takes. And that mantra, you got to eat it. You gotta drink it, you gotta sleep it. It has to consume who you are. And if you're gonna be the best, the cream of the crop, if you're gonna be the apex, you gotta be it. Not talk about it. People know when they think about this area that that's something you do, that you eat and sleep bad. And you do that and people know it, it has to take over you. So when I see you without even knowing you, I ought to be able to look at you and from your ethos, I ought to see you are the best of the best. I ought to know what you're doing without you saying one word. It ought to illuminate from you. You got to work on it when other folk are having a good time. You got to have the strength of character to concentrate, to read, to digest information. The stronger your mindset is, the greater your skill set is going to be. Michael and Kobe weren't the greatest athletes, but their mindset is what separates them. Separate yourself. You plan against other teams and you do it exactly what they're doing. Separate yourself. Stop doing what they're doing. If you stop doing what they're doing, you're going to be a champion. Stop following, no more following. No more doing what Miles is doing. Set the dump on stand. It's time for y'all to set the standard. We can't be, and we can't take our foot off the enemy's throat. We are going to be relentless. We are not going to give them the chance to regroup. He will not get the chance to recover. We are not going to stop until there is nothing left to pursue. I was never the strongest guy. I'm not the fastest guy, not the smartest guy, but I will work, and I will work hard. I will be up when my competitors are asleep. I will be up when my enemy is curled up in bed. I will be up getting after it. And I recommend that you do the same. People always say you gotta love the work, you gotta love what you do. Wrong. You don't have to love what you do. You gotta be addicted to what you do. You gotta be addicted to winning. You cannot work short hours. You gotta work long hours. You gotta work smarter, and you gotta work harder. It's the work that you put in, the time and effort, the dedication, the hours that nobody else saw, the sacrifices. You have to be disciplined. You have to be obsessive. You have to be addicted to the results. And at the end of the day, the person that will surrender is the person that didn't work as hard as the other persons. So just when you felt like you did that last rep and your muscles are saying, I can't do no more reps, you will be saying, I can. Yeah, you got to do one more because right now while you're quitting, he might be doing 5 more. While you are giving up, while you are saying, all right, I did enough, it's time to rest, he might just be getting into his zone. If you want to be great, you want to be best ever at what you do, you'll be misunderstood by everybody because you're going to be so obsessed and so driven to get there. That's what it takes. It takes every second of your life. Anybody says balance? Yeah, balance is important for a lot of people. But if you want to go to that edge where people do not like you, don't understand you, you're in that spot of obsession and drive to be the best in the world at what you do. You have to be unbalanced to fight every bit of energy and strength that you have to pull it off. And I do things to separate myself from everybody. The passion that I have when I speak, the grind that I have when I do what I do. What are you going to do to separate yourself? If you ain't got more heart than me, if you ain't been working harder than me, if you ain't sacrificing more than me, I'm going to destroy you and I'm not retreating. I'm not running. I don't care what they say on paper. I don't care how many games you want. We live by this and we die by this. We don't retreat. You're not giving 120. You're giving 70, giving 60. And you want what these people who've given sweats, who's given blood, who's giving tears. You want what they paid for and it ain't free. It has everything to do with what time you wake up. It has everything to do with how you eat. It has everything to do with how you work out, how you prepare. It has every single thing to do with how you think. And when you want it as bad as you want to breathe, says, I'm willing to make any sacrifice. I'm willing to go through any pain. I will go through any suffering. I'm willing to go through whatever it takes. So when I get in there and it's me and him one-on-one, then I guarantee you at the end of it, I won't be the one that surrendered. And if you're going to be the best, the cream of the crop, if you're going to be the apex, you've got to be it. It has to consume you. You can't get out of something that you're not willing to put into it. You have to put your everything, your goddamn everything, your mind, your energy, your effort, your discipline. Nothing is going to jump out the fire if you don't throw something in it. It's not going to happen. You got to learn how not to give up or how not to give in. Nobody ever said it would be easy. But I know greatness is within you and you got what it takes. I don't care what it costs. I will do whatever it takes to win. I'm going to fail, and I'm going to fail again and again, but I will succeed. And I'm speaking to the people who want more, the people who want to be the pinnacle, the people who want to be accomplished, the people who want to make a difference. You guys are going to have to go all in. Make a 100% commitment to give the best effort you've ever given to outwork, out-improve, out-strategize, and outlast like never before. You can't be motivated anymore. You don't need others to motivate you. You have to be self-motivated. You have to dedicate every breath, every ounce of energy, and every thought and effort that you possibly have in your heart to becoming what it is you want to be. If you really want to make an impact, you're going to get a lot of judgment. You're going to get a lot of hate. People are going to just diss on you. People are going to say, who do you think you are? If no one thinks you're crazy, you're not yet operating to the outer limits of your potential. I actually appreciate my haters. My haters keep me grinding. I tell them all the time, if you want to pay attention to success, watch me. A lion never negotiates winning hyena. He ain't waking up in the morning and saying, I'm going to go hang out with some hyenas, because he don't concern himself with the conversations of hyenas. An eagle flies at a certain altitude, and the only other bird flies at that altitude is another eagle. So if he finds himself flocking with pigeons, he may be flying too low. I might not be the fastest, the strongest, the smartest, none of that crowd, but I'll work your ass in a fight. I wanted it more than you. It's relentlessness, man. It's pushing past barriers. It's every time you get somewhere, it's wanting to go to the next level. You guys are entitled to shit. What you're entitled to is an opportunity to show up and be your best. Everyone's like, oh, Tate, you're lucky you got this. Bullshit. Before it was luck, it was a belief. And every day with no one watching at 5 in the morning, by myself, I trained it because I believed in it in hopes that one day my trained ability collided with an opportunity to show it off. That's what luck is. That's what success is. Nothing subjective in there, it's all you. You gotta look at how much you're working. You gotta look at how much effort you're making, the intention you're putting out there. You're gonna go where nobody else wants to go. You gotta work the hours nobody else wants. You have to promise yourself today that you're gonna dominate, but you're not average and ordinary. It has to become a point where you make a decision. We're gonna dominate, we're here to win, we are not here to play. And that takes some intestinal fortitude. And I am where I am at, because I just flat decided I'm gonna be a player. I decided at some point I get to just choose who I am. The world doesn't tell me who I am. I and only I write these chapters. You don't need the world's permission. You don't need anyone's permission to be great. Only permission you need is from that motherfucker that stares at you back in the mirror every day, and a willingness to do the hard work longer, harder, and better than anyone. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna buy another success program looking for the secret recipe that doesn't exist? Or you're gonna go do something right now and do something that brings you closer to greatness? That's your choice. If you're gonna make it, you've gotta be willing to be the outlier, the weird one. Forget about fitting in. Forget about socializing with everyone. You need to stand out when people don't understand you. It's time to stay focused, man. It is time. It is time to go from mediocre to meteoric. It's time to decide. Fuck clubs, fuck partying, fuck trying to fit in and socialize. Rub elbows with everybody so people can stop calling you weird. The more weird you are is a reflection of how committed you are to focusing on your molding and shaping and developing your ideas and your crap, so that when it's time for you to make your rounds, you're gonna fly. When you are misunderstood to the point where people think you're psycho and you're nuts and you're this and that, when people don't understand you anymore, you're in that spot of obsession and drive to be the best at what you do. You have to be unbalanced to fight every bit of energy and strength that you have to pull it off. And it takes being obsessed to where people think you're crazy, but you still got work to do. So stay on that basketball court. Stay on that football field. Quit the homies texting and calling and trying to make you feel bad about being so focused. It's grind season, homie. It's not about today. It's about the future. Do the work now, and all of the shit that you could ever want to do for your family, your kids, your loved ones, it's all gonna be on a whole other stratosphere. You gotta come out your comfort zone, because your comfort zone is the deadliest place you will ever be. You should never feel comfortable. You should be happy and dissatisfied. You might outwork me for 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, but you ain't gonna beat me over a year. You cannot outwork me over 2 years. I'm gonna get you eventually. I'm a dripping damn faucet. I just keep coming at you, and I'm too damn tough to give up. Most people half-ass all their life, all the time. I knew they were gonna get tired. They were gonna get down. They quit improving themselves. They started sleeping in. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna get up early. I'm gonna keep getting wide, and I'm gonna stay relentless. If you wanna show me you wanna win that bad, pack your calendar. That's how you show the world that you want to win, because everything is based off of activity. It's very hard when you go up against somebody that shows up every flipping day while you sit there and say, take a damn week off, go on vacation. Why don't you slow down for a day or a month or 2 months or 3 months? Please let me catch up. Because hungry people, they're just more urgent than everybody else. So when you're obsessed, they're like, why are you going to be so crazy? Why can't you be satisfied? Why do you always got to get things so perfect? Why you spend so much time here? When you're obsessed, people think you're nuts. Has anybody ever tell you, hey, look, just be satisfied with what you got? No, don't believe them. Get them away from you and out of your life, because the attempt to get more makes you into something better. So while they go party, you grind. While they go spend their money, you go make yours. While they criticize and make fun of you, you work endlessly to shut them up with your results. Don't kill them with kindness. Torture them with success. The best revenge is a massive success.